Hey everyone, this is Dracus360. I hope you're all staying safe, keeping up your spirits, and looking forward to the end of 2020. Wanted to touch base before a year's end to give a progress report on the channel's current project, Where We Cannot Go. Most of you probably already know what that is, but in case you don't, it's a sequel series to my older YouTube series, What We Cannot See. I've been working on it with the help of my good friend and collaborator, SuperShadow271. And despite being a sequel series, we've designed the story so that anyone can watch it, regardless of how much one knows about this channel or What We Cannot See's backstory. Despite COVID, we've still managed to get a lot done for Where We Cannot Go in 2020. In fact, Where We Cannot Go was actually in danger earlier this year. The house that I filmed all of What We Cannot See in, this house, I will never have access to, or be able to film in, ever again. Sparing the details, that house has been sold. And now it's been officially transferred over to the new owners. As you can imagine, much of Where We Cannot Go's story also takes place in that house. So, if we failed to finish all of our filming there before the house closed on escrow, Where We Cannot Go was essentially doomed. The good news is, against the odds, we got our footage. We have all the material we need for every scene in that house, and production of Where We Cannot Go will carry on unthreatened. There's still plenty left to do, and there's still a few especially time and resource-consuming scenes that are hard to film without a bigger team of people, which has been a little tricky to arrange during the pandemic. So, if you're looking forward to Where We Cannot Go, I ask for your continued understanding and patience as we press ahead. We still want to keep story details and images of the mocks and LEGO models we'll be using hidden until the full series is ready, so I won't show any of the footage we got here. That said, if you're an old fan of What We Cannot See and have been keeping up with the channel, you've probably noticed a few visual cues and hints about the basic premise of Where We Cannot Go that I've sprinkled about in recent videos. There are also some old images of mock prototypes floating around. Those are, of course, prototypes, and their final versions have long since been updated. As far as footage goes, we currently have close to 300 gigs of material to work with, and plenty more to come. For anyone who hasn't seen What We Cannot See and is curious about the backstory informing Where We Cannot Go, I put together a video that goes over the entire What We Cannot See canon up to present, and it's a much smoother and far less cringy way of experiencing the original story. Link to that is in this video's description. This seems like a good time to plug Super Shadow's channel, and the work he's been doing there. Super Shadow 271, without whom Where We Cannot Go would be half itself, has been uploading commentaries he and I did for all of the original episodes of What We Cannot See to his channel. We recorded these commentaries some years ago when he and I were still brainstorming Where We Cannot Go's plot, and when he was still getting acquainted with What We Cannot See's history. I'm not proud of all of my behavior and comments during those. I was a younger and brasher person back then. But they still produce some pretty funny moments, and we go into a lot of strange trivia about What We Cannot See for those who are really into that whole saga. Shadow's currently in the latter half of Season 2, which is easily What We Cannot See's worst material. But he still has the commentaries for the rest of Season 2, the Pioneers content, and all of Season 3 to release, so the actual content we comment on only gets better from here. You can expect the commentaries to arrive on a regular, weekly schedule, with episodes currently dropping on Mondays. Super Shadow is also an avid gaming streamer, and plays a pretty lively and diverse collection of titles. I've been on one of his streams in the past, and may go on others in the future. Our amazing mutual friend Sammy, with whom I'm playing online Heroescape here, is a frequent guest on Shadow's streams as well. So if you like What We Cannot See in gaming, check out Super Shadow's stuff. Link to his channel is in the description. Last thing on the agenda is a matter I touched upon at the end of the What We Cannot See canon history video, namely the archival of old videos from this channel's history. Since archiving all of What We Cannot See's old episodes, I've been giving some thought to restoring some of this channel's older content that I took down many years ago. Some stuff, like the embarrassing stuff that isn't relevant to the channel anymore, and other stuff that doesn't otherwise reflect the direction I want for the channel, I'm liable to leave down for good. But I've been told some of the channel's older videos have nostalgia value for people who grew up during the 2007-2008 BioTube scene. There are some videos that, for one reason or another, are regrettably lost to time. But if you're a longtime subscriber and have anything in particular you remember and would like to see again, please let me know, and I'll try and track it down for you. Some of my old videos have already been resurrected on YouTube. An old short film I made many years ago called Lamp Yard, which was taken down due to copyrighted music, has fortunately reappeared on YouTube and is available for watch. For those who remember the very old tribute video I made for the legendary Bionicle character Matoro, I've recently made that public again as well. And I've made public again the very first video I ever uploaded to YouTube. a tribute video to old LEGO software video games, using footage from those games' pre-rendered cutscenes. There's a time capsule for you. I've also made available a couple of old Bionicle mock videos that I took down a long time ago, like the first time I showed off the Vinix airship mock. You can see those in my Dracus360 mock videos playlist, as well as some other miscellaneous videos that you can now find in my miscellaneous unlisted videos playlist. Links to both of those playlists, as well as links to those 3 aforementioned videos, are in the description below. For now, I think YouTube suffices for archiving these videos, but if YouTube for whatever reason jeopardizes them again in the future, and there's enough demand to keep them around, I'll do for them what I did for What We Cannot See, by archiving them in a mega folder I'll give you all access to. Well, that's all for now. 2020's almost over, and I think that's plenty cause to celebrate. Wherever you are at the end of this turbulent year, I hope it's a good place. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you all have a safe and restful Christmas and New Year's. If you'd like to reach out and chat, my Steam and Discord are below. Until next time, this has been Dracus360. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll stay in touch.